Students, in the last class, we are discussing a few concepts regarding mechanics. So, in this class, let's discuss the remaining concepts of work, power, and energy in detail. Work. Work is said to be done by force if point of application of force moves in direction of force or in the direction of component. So work is measured by product of force and distance moved in the direction of force. Students, work is defined as the product of force and distance moved in direction of force. The dot product of force vector. The displacement vector gives amount of work is done. Students, work is an vector product. So here there are two types of vector product, that is dot product and cross product. So here work is dot product. So dot product of force vector and displacement vector. So we are writing here dot product, that is F dot S into cos theta. So in the direction of force, so we are writing cos theta. W equals force into displacement and cos theta. So where theta is angle between force and displacement, force and distance moved in the direction of force. So that's why force is a vector quantity, so we are writing direction symbol for F and S. And units of work, so SI unit of work is joules, and in CGS, that is centimeter, gram, second. So in CGS system, erg. So 1 joule equals to 10 power minus 7 ergs. So dimension formula, if you are writing, dimension formula for work is m L square T power minus 2. So for force and displacement is there, for force ml T power minus 2 and for displacement L. So it becomes ml square T power minus 2. So joule, so work is said to be 1 joule. A force of 1 Newton acting on a body moves through a distance 1 meter in direction, we call 1 joule. So 1 joule means one force of 1 Newton acting on a body moves through a distance 1 meter is called 1 joule. So next, see here, so I told you work is an vector quantity. So in that two types of vectors, scalar product and vector product. So here, suppose if we consider F equals Fxi plus Fyj plus Fzk. So Ijk is, so here Fx, Fy, Fz indicates x-axis, y and z-axis. So in x-axis component is I, in y-axis component is j, and z-axis k component. So similarly for S equals Sxi, Syj, Szk. So here dot product of vectors, so we have to multiply. So here I and I component becomes 1 and j component 1 and k and k component, if we multiply, becomes 1. So if we multiply Fx into Sx plus Fy into Sy plus Fz into Sz. So dot product of vectors are 1, I dot I 1, j dot j 1 and k dot k is 1. So now let's see different types of work, that is positive work, negative work and zero work. So now let's come to positive work. If the force or component of force is in direction of displacement of the body, then work is positive. So when force component in the direction of displacement of the body, then we said to be positive work. So here force in the direction of displacement of the body, then we call positive work. So in the diagram see here, so we are applying force to an object and that object moves in the direction, in the displacement of the body, so that is the same direction, so we call positive work. So here force or component of force in the direction of displacement of the body, then we can said positive work. So we are applying force to the body moving along the direction of force, we call positive work, that is F dot S cos theta. So theta is 0 because along the same direction. So now cos 0 is 1. So F dot S is F dot S only. So next is negative work. If the force or component of force is in the direction opposite to displacement, then work is negative. See here, so applying force one direction and the body displacing other direction, so we call opposite in direction, so we call negative work. So we have to consider in opposite direction, theta is 180. So now W equals F dot S cos 180. So cos 180 means minus, so minus Fs. So next one is zero work. Next one is zero work. If the force acts perpendicular to direction of the body, then work done is zero. If the force acting perpendicular to the direction of the body, then work done is zero. For example, a person carrying luggage on his head did not work because gravitational force and displacements are perpendicular to each other. So if the person carrying more luggage, so more having weight, so what happens? He did not move. So then what happens? Work becomes zero because displacement are perpendicular to each other. So next, the types of forces, that is conservative force and non-conservative force. So conservative force, if force is conserved, work done by the force on body along any closed path is zero. So work done by the force on a body along any closed path is zero, then we call conservative force. The work done by the force on a body moves from one point to another point, depends only location of 2 points and does not depends on path followed, is called conservative force. So conservative force means when the bodies moves from one point to another point, depends only location of the 2 points but does not depends on path followed, is called conservative force. For example, gravitational force and Coulomb force. So these forces does not depends on path following. Non-conservative force. Non-conservative force is defined as a force is non-conservative if work done by the force on the body along any closed path is not equals to zero, is called non-conservative force. The work done by the non-conservative force on any body moves between 2 points, depends on path following. For example, frictional force and viscous force, so which depends on path following. So here examples are frictional force and viscous force. The work done by non-conservative force on body moves between 2 points, depends on its path, so we call non-conservative force. Best examples are, so frictional force along path is there, so example for non-conservative force.